Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, Friday, the 15th of January 2016, on our second recapitulation about the markets and geopolitics affecting same. This is John FARACLAS from Allaboutshipping.co.uk. The BDI, the Baltic Dry Index, closed down 10 points at 373, which is minus 56 points since last week's 429. A very, very big drop corresponding to a great percentage. We're not going to mention you where it stood at its prime, but well, log on and see our previous reporting where the major figures historically of the last 10 years are there. The BCI broke the threshold of 200 points, down 27 at 198, and overall of 145 points is last week's 343 points. The Panamax down 7 points at 381, minus 53 since last week's 434 points. The Supras down 8 at 384, which is down 46 points since last week's 430 points. And finally, the last of the dry indexes, the BHSI, the Handies, down 2 points at 256, which is an overall down of 11 points since last week's 256. Make a mistake, 245 points. So, we are living in very interesting times. The dry is completely dried out. The wets too are also on a downward trend, with the BDTI, the Dirty Tanker Index, down 23 points at 906, which is 137 points since last week's 1043 points, again breaking another threshold, that of 900. And the BCTI down at 712, 4 points down since last week's 716 points. So add the price of oil, which is on a downward trend. Many are discussing the issue. They call it will be a fact that will go below the $25. Let's see. We have to be very serious on our projections. For the time being, the oil is dropping. Now, the geopolitics affecting same, the indexes, that's another very important issue which one has to put on account. Number one issue is the migrants. They make it a mess, the politicians. I don't need to take it more on this issue, but the thousands continue to cross over from the Turkish Anatolian coast to the Greek islands, and then on to Piraeus, and then to Thessaloniki in northern Greece, for the big haul, the big trip to the north, where you have heard the last fortnight, even if I say the last 15 days, 16 days, 3 weeks, what really has happened. Disgraceful things that have happened, and despicable things, particularly in Germany and other areas in Europe. This is a very important issue and has to be curbed. Greece enters a new phase following the election of Kyriakos Mitsotakis as leader of the oppositions. Now it's back to another drawing board. Let's see what will happen. The coalition is not working properly. It stands just 3 above a majority, and it can break. The current coalition is not delivering what it should have to deliver for the Greek people, and this is important. Okay? Now, other issues. China, things are getting sore. Africa, another mess there with terrorists. It is going worse and worse there, and you read in the daily news what is going on. Middle East the same. Middle East, just mentioning the word Middle East, the ISIS, as we have said, they should be smashed. Still nothing to our expectations. All this major coalition, they should have finished them off. There is something else there. We shall see. I guess they're still doing another drawing board there, the major powers, who controls what and what interest there. Now, the Danish, following the Germans, they went to Iran. That suggests to me that we might see soon a change there and the sanctions to be lifted or what. But, things have to find a way, a solution there. It will be something that will assist the overall peace discussions for the entire Middle East area. and if I may add, from Gibraltar to Afghanistan. This is the region that one has to look for a major peace. Finally, in the US, the election fever goes on and on and on, and let's see what the superpower will do. For sure, after the election, the superpower will really flex its muscles. Remember this, the superpower will flex its muscles, and another America will be reborn following the elections, whatever the outcome. This I can assure you. Be ready for the 27th of January, the big Marine Money event in London, takes place in London at the Dorchester, and also on another tone now, we all expect the major annual dinner and dance. The Hellenic Engineer Society of Great Britain is getting to age. It will be the 21st event, and this takes place on the 6th of February 2016. Now, as we said earlier on, it's an early recapitulation and reporting. We're off now to the annual event, a very down-to-earth event where we really enjoy the hospitality of Ravi Mehrotra for the winter barbecue, becoming the traditional event at the beginning of the year in London. This is John FARACLAS from allaboutshipping.co.uk. Sit down, pause, and see what is up for the markets. We are entering a very crucial period. Over and out.